up, wifeys and lovelies and besties and all the above?
What's up?
I want to give a quick story time. I don't know if it's a quick story time, but it is going to be on how I sued. Yes, you heard that. I sued the state of California's prison system. Yes, you heard that right. I sued CSP SAC. For those of you who are familiar with it, it is located here in Sacramento. It is a level 4 prison. Folsom State Prison is right next to it. But it's my story and my experience with them that was not very delightful. Okay? I'm not sure if you guys remember, I made a video a while back, stating my experience going to Salinas Valley as a wheelchair user. CSP SAC, though, was by far the worst. But the visiting was great. Don't get me wrong. Like, the actual visiting inside the room, amazing. It was huge. It was like, I don't know, my experience was okay. But getting there for somebody who has a disability was not the funnest. I could tell you this right now. This is, let's see, back in 2013, I believe. So, I am from Sacramento, so yes, I do drive. Use hand controls, and I used to drive myself. So, because it wasn't that far, it wasn't like 20 minutes away from where I stayed. I stayed in Midtown. But, I'm independent, I do get a lot of help now because time has went by and I do suffer a lot of pain. Again, that's another story. But, at the time when I was going, I was able to, park, break my wheelchair down by myself and, do everything. Put it back together, hop out the car, go straight into the visiting, okay? Going through the visiting was smooth. It was easy access. It wasn't nothing like Salinas Valley, okay? Like how Salinas, like I made the video, like how they made me do the most, like having my sister lift me up and, just do too much. Safety hazards, I already know, okay? But I haven't seen my husband in so long, I wanted to go, so I wasn't tripping. But you know what, now I think back on it, I got some, we'll talk about it in a minute, but let's go back to CSP.
Okay, her husband is in jail. She going to visit her husband in a wheelchair, okay?
So, go through the visiting. It is super smooth, no problem, especially being in a wheelchair. I had my letter prepared. They weren't tripping on nothing. I was able to take my medication inside, my medical catheter, everything you could think of was fine, normal, dandy, perfect. First incident. First red flag, okay? I go in there. I see everybody kind of going, because I didn't realize when I first got there that you have to kind of take a vehicle to get to the actual visiting. Unlike Salinas, they make your ass walk, okay? In my case, they make my ass roll. And believe it or not, they don't push you. They can't do that. They're really not allowed to touch your wheelchair. I didn't know that, okay? So, they put everybody on the bus. I'm the last one to go, no matter what. No matter if I had an appointment. So I'm just sitting there waiting hella long. I'm like, okay, whatever. The medical bus comes. Bam. That shit looks rusty, dusty, old. Like they just give two fucks. Like that shit was about to fall apart. Okay. I got there. I swear to God, this first CO. Remember, this is back in 2013. This guy looks strung the fuck out on heroin. Excuse me. I don't even think I'm supposed to say that. On, you know what? Right? Yeah, he had the marks, everything you could think of. I seen it. I don't know how they allowed this man to help me, but he had to strap me in the back, right? Like if you were to get on a public bus, they strap your wheelchairs in. They got to strap you securely. I really don't know because I don't get on stuff like that. So the last time I went on anything like that was when I first got, in my back that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Was when I was in rehab at UC Davis. So that was the first and only time I ever got on a medical. Again, me being injured and in my position is a whole nother story that we have to get into. Ugh. But the fact is, this man, okay, I'm already like a little eerie and weary and just like, what's going on? This man has really got my life in his hands. Again, I don't know how far the facility is, okay? It's my first time there. So, this is bringing back PTSD. I swear to God, you guys don't even know. I didn't know you're supposed to be strapped in a certain way, like the wheels. Okay, if anybody is watching this video and if you guys know and work in like that department type of stuff, your wheels got to be locked a certain way. They got to be turned a certain way. You know, they got to be strapped in a certain way with the, you know, seat belts on the ground, and you got to be all of that. Okay, it's all safety. There's like 2 stop signs, right, that you got to stop at. Cool. First stop sign I noticed when he's all the way in the front, I'm all the way in the back. It's like a prisoner medical van. They can't really see me and they can't hear me. Okay, so he stopped at the first one. I felt my chair like do like a mini wheelie. I swear to God, no. My heart started beating like it was gonna fall out of my chest, but I was alive still. Okay, again, I don't know how much longer it is to get there. Trust it, oh boy. And he was going kind of quick, right? It's in the facility. Again, for those of you who visited at CSP Sacramento, you'll know, you know, when you're driving. I think my husband was in C facility, right, at the time when he was there. So that's, I think that's the last one. So either it was 2 stop signs or 3. I can't remember. Don't matter, okay? At the second stop sign, he stopped really hard. When he stopped really hard, what happens? You stop, your back kind of goes backwards, right? Bam. I did a full nether wheelie and I fell on my back of my head. I swear to God. This was so, like, not funny, but funny. I swear to God. I was screaming for help. You gotta remember, I'm paralyzed from the waist down, so I have, like, no strength. I'm trying my hardest to pull myself up. Mind you, he's slapping the radio. Okay, I'm screaming, help, because he's still driving. My feet are kicked up in the air, and my back is on the floor. I literally hit my head. Thank God, like, nothing busted. It don't matter, but I fell. Like, what?
Right here.
He pulls up to the destination. I'm literally on my head, backwards. Thank God I had a seatbelt on, because if I didn't, I would have fell and rolled out. Opens the back door and sees me backwards, and I'm like, bro, I was screaming for your help. Where were you? Like, can you not hear me? That's not cool. Like, you got to keep the radio down, something. Like, what the fuck? I'm dead serious. Mind you, this is the first time I'm seeing my husband, and it was the worst experience. And I'm sitting there and I'm literally crying because I'm like, did this just really happen? What? He looked so scared, like, no lie. It looked like he like literally pooped his pants, like, no lie. Like, he didn't know what to do. As he's getting me up and he's apologizing the whole time. He's like, oh my God, I didn't know, woo, you know, just everything you could think of. And, you know, when you guys get to, like, the C facility, like, you know, when you're about to go in through the visiting, you have to check in right there at the counter. And he's telling, you know, I think it was a female guard that was, like, right there in the front. He was telling her, and she was like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, and she's like, I am so sorry. Like, I promise, like, we won't have him help you next time, right? And I'm like, in my head, I'm still like, what just happened? Like, I was on my head for like 2 minutes, like, backwards, flat on my back. What the fuck, you know? And I'll never forget it. That was my first experience with them. I go in, tell my husband, I'm crying, I'm bawling. He's pissed off. He's like yelling at everybody, like, you know, don't touch her. You shouldn't be touching her or handling anybody for that matter if you don't know how to handle them. Oh my God, he was hot. So that was my first experience, okay? That was number 1. That was red flag, right? The staff that they had there, they didn't know what the hell they were doing when it came to disabled people. So I couldn't even imagine what happened to other folk before me, okay? I am going to have to get...
Damn. I thought she was going to say her wheelchair, like, rolled all the way to the front or something. But that's definitely crazy, and I definitely do think she got a lawsuit. But it sounds like she got another motherfucking incident that's happened. Let's listen to that. God damn.
Back for a part 2. So I just want to kind of share another incident that kind of led up to the whole, me suing, right? I already went over part 1 of what they did, and
I know some of y'all would have just sued just off the first one. Hey, y'all know how like the people who like get into an accident who really ain't hurt, but they still go to goddamn physical therapy and all that. Are y'all one of them people? Y'all let me know in the comments below. Like me, man, I ain't trying to go to physical therapy. If I'm really not hurt, like, bro, I'm not trying to do all that, bro. Like, you feel me? But y'all let me know if y'all the type of people who gonna go through the whole process to get y'all some money. Y'all let me drop it in the comment.
how, like, I fell and so forth, right, in the medical van. But there is a part 2 to this, to where I had to, like, really take matters into my hands. Because, the first time it happened, I was just like, okay, it happened. I'm not familiar with suing anybody. So, taking those steps, it's kind of difficult, right? You're kind of like lag on it a little bit, right? Because you're just like, yeah, whatever. Because you never did this before, right? But then when another incident happens, you're kind of like, okay, now I need to really kind of push forward on this. So part 2, okay? This is probably, I want to say it happened 3 months.
Turn that goddamn music down, girl.
After the first incident, okay? My husband is still, at CSP SAC. He is still at the same area, the facility, C facility, okay? Getting on the medical bus, they already know now. You know what I mean? Don't play with me. Do not play. So they already make sure, like, every time, I don't know if it's just me, but every time I was dealt with, they made sure to find somebody who properly knew how to strap my wheelchair down. But the thing was, they were always irritated because I came every weekend. So honestly, no lie, they would make sure that I would be, like, last, which was not cool either because, I had appointment times. So I want to say February, the end of February. The reason why I know is because it was, like, before my sister's birthday, okay? I go, same thing, normal, go visit my husband, happy, having, a great day. It was the weekend, excited, can't wait to see him. Get there, check in, like always, they had me wait. I get on the bus, everything is going smooth, I promise you, right? I go through the first check-in, which is the lower level, go through the metal detectors, fine, and I think you go through, like, this door, right? It's an automatic electric door that they push with a button. I go through that, normal, fine. As you're going through it, you notice that there's 2, like, these long, it's like a long walkway, probably about, I want to say, like 40 seconds, but it seems like it's long, 2 cement walls on each side. You kind of feel trapped. It's really weird, but that's what it feels like. But it's like that. You have to go through these glass doors to get to the elevator, okay? So I get through the glass doors, I get on the elevator, that's fine. There's a group of women, I think they only let a certain amount of women in there, and a lot of the wives, and, like, family members that were there that were visiting were super, super nice. Like, they, no lie, like, would help me, because they would notice that I go every weekend, and they would help me. They're like, you want me to help you push you in the elevator and stuff? Most of the times I'll say no because I'm super independent, but, for that moment, for some reason that day, I said yeah. Why not, You go to the elevators, I'm on the 2nd floor. As you get off the elevators, there is 2 restrooms, I think the men's and the women's. Then there's, like, this glass window right to your right. It's where all the COs are sitting. I don't know if you can see directly in there, but they can kind of see us. And then there's a whole nother, like, automatic door that's, like, right next to those glass, windows. Obviously, I'm in a wheelchair, so I'm, like, super short. I'm probably as tall as to where, like, the windows start, right? And then there's cement and then windows. But you can only see my little bit of my head. Everybody goes through first because I always go to the bathroom first before I go in, because I know that it's a little bit harder for me to use the restroom, like just to get up during visit, because I have to wheel myself. I got to do hella extra. And then, you know, I have to use like medical equipment to use the restroom, and it's a lot. So I always make sure to go to the bathroom first, because I actually, like, I'm on a program, so I can like hold my, you know, my pee. I know that's TMI, but I can hold it for as long as, you know, I need to. So I'm behind everybody. If you're in line to get through that automatic, you know, door, they let you in. But I think they do like a few women at a time. So I'm last, and I'm like the last group. There's probably like 5 other people in front of me. It opens. You could hear it. It's like really loud. It opens and it slides over, and then bam, it stops. And then everybody walks through, you know, and so I'm pushing myself last. I probably should have went first, but whatever. It doesn't even matter, because it could have been somebody's kids, grandma, somebody, right? I'm pushing myself through, and all I can hear was literally right before I start going through that door, I hear somebody hit the button, and you can hear like the doors start to automatically shut. I start to immediately freak out. All I know is that it was going kind of quick, so I'm trying to, you know, push through, and I got caught in between the door and the side wall panel. My wheelchair was being crushed. No lie, to this day, I can remember the noises that it was making. You can hear the metal being like crushed, right? You can hear it crack. Remember, I told you guys, I am paraplegic. I cannot feel anything from the waist down. So when the pressure of the door in my wheelchair, as I'm being smashed in between, okay, my left foot, my ankle, you know, falls, because I have no control over my muscles. My feet sit on a wheelchair plate. It slips off. So my ankle now is getting caught in between the wheel, the front caster wheel, and the wall, the cement wall, and the door. Everybody is trying to pull me through. I don't know why. That's their first instinct. And there's another group of women yelling at the COs, stop, stop, stop. There's somebody stuck in the door. Reverse.
Damn, they didn't see her, bro, because she's short in that wheelchair. Fuck. They about to take the fucking girl leg off.
So they reverse. Not quick enough, obviously, because my wheelchair is completely cracked. My foot is completely jacked up. It is like swollen, purple. Oh my God, I wish I still had the pictures to show you guys. It's on my old phone. If I can get them off, I will most definitely show you. What do you think happened next? So then, you know, I start to cry, because I'm like, no freaking way. Again. What is going on? What's going on? Do they not have any, you know, emotion? Do they not care for anybody in my community, the disabled community? Like, is it just me or what? Oh God. So as per usual, I go through. They're, you know, insisting that they're sorry and they can help me to my seat. And, you know, other wives are like, don't touch her, leave her alone, I'll help her, I'll push her to her seat, don't worry. They didn't even ask me if I need an ambulance, but whatever, that's for later. But I go in, I talk to my husband, you know, I'm crying the whole time, you know, again, he's pissed off, he starts yelling at everybody, you know, and I, you know, like normal, I get worried and scared, because I don't want, you know, them to treat him a certain way or whatever, because you guys know that's what is possible, what can happen. They don't listen to us. So after visit, you know, the visiting sergeant, you know, called me and was like, you know, hey, do you want to make an incident report? I'm like, yeah, of course I do. I'm gonna go to the doctors right after this, because they're like, do you want us to call an ambulance? And I'm like, no, it's okay. I'd rather do it myself. I probably should have, and I probably should have went to the doctors too, but I just, you know, I felt like I didn't know if they were going to write something up that wasn't true, or, you know, whatever. So I wanted to just do my own thing. So that was the second thing that happened to me, you know, on why, you know, I sued them. That was the second part. But you guys want to know what? There's a third part. There's a third whole reason that closed this whole deal while the first one's going on. Okay, remember the first one, I fell in the vehicle. Second one, I get crushed, right? My leg gets crushed. We're going to talk about, in part 3, what happened and what, led up to everything.
All right, she never posted a part 3, but just by part 1 and part 2, shit, we see what's going on. You feel me? These people were negligent, and they was about to goddamn take your fucking leg off. Oh shit. You feel me? So that's unfortunate, man. But that's what happened. They ain't see her when they just closed the gate. You know what I'm saying? The door or whatever the hell. But yeah, I guess she should be definitely suing them. She should. You know what I'm saying? She'll get her some coins. You know what I'm talking about? But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below, man. That sucks though. Like, damn, like the first time you fail, okay, that's, well, hitting your head and shit, yeah. That first time is major too. But that second time, when you about to get your fucking leg crushed, it crushed the fucking wheelchair. And I'm pretty sure she ain't got no bullshit ass wheelchair. She got probably like a beast ass wheelchair. And it's crushing that motherfucker. So imagine what it's gonna do to your fucking leg. You know what I'm talking about? And if she talking about one of the doors that I'm talking about, yeah, you feel me? Cause I know what them doors look like. You know what I'm saying? Just from when I was younger, when I was visiting a family member in prison, multiple times. I know what them doors look like, man. And when them bitches close, them big ass door, like, yeah. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Sorry this happened to this young lady. And shout out to her for staying down with her husband. Shit, the husband obviously in jail for whatever reason. Shout out to her. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me, man. It's your boy Ray. Big play.